All right. So let's start with Abhishek. Is Abhishek here? Yeah.
Hi. I think it's you selected yours, not mine. But yeah, I'll come.
Oh,
So all the task in review I have resolved all the comments. So maybe Dennis, you can look at it. I'll need some help from Dennis, maybe on the validation script task. I'm not able to figure out how to resolve that path issue. So I'll need a bit of help on that. So Dennis, if we can connect later sometime.
Yeah.
And the task in progress is almost done. I'll create a PR for that.
Okay, that's the Docker CI stuff, right? That you're having trouble with.
Yeah, correct. That validation is purpose, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the only thing blocking the other tasks, because content-wise they were okay, as far as I can tell. So
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I tried some other way, several ways of putting path, but some I'm not able to figure out how that is getting read or how that operates. So I'll need some help on that from you. Or if you can take a look at that.
yeah, I'll see if I can figure something out. The CI stuff's not my strong suit, but I'll take a look.
Okay.
okay. Anything else?
No,
All
I
right.
think I'm okay. So the task in progress, I'll create an MR for that today. So
All right. So let's go to Dennis.
Yes,
So
I
how?
spent some.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I spent some time yesterday writing some unit tests for the CLI on that merge request I had. There were some differences that my test found, but then I found out the test was not right. So it's actually right. So I need to update that and push that. I think it's ready to merge. Um, there's the relabeling task. I think we need to merge in with that. That is Jothin's task. And I think those kind of are correlated in some sense. So I'd like to get those merged closely at the same time. And also with my Factum wallet, there was an issue where all the Factum nodes went offline. So there were some people that were using MFW to extract their keys,
Right.
and it no longer worked. So I spent a good bit of time late yesterday kind of hacking away at it, and I was able to get all that stuff disabled in MFW, so it still works as a key extraction utility.
Well,
So it's back online now for
I
that.
believe that Anton, I think Anton is still running a node that's visible.
Yeah, I think the FactumD, the FactumD.net or something,
Mm-hmm.
lost all its nodes. All the nodes went offline. We're no longer running. The Explorer still works. So what it was doing, it was going out and it was querying, trying to connect to the API, Factum API, and that wasn't
Right.
working. So I just took that out of the path. So
Okay. Well,
so
I would think that the API on the open node stuff would still be there, but okay, could be. All right. So
anyway,
you got a fix on it.
yeah, I got to fix uh, so it's usable
Mm-hmm.
for people to move forward
Okay.
with extraction of keys and stuff. So um, it is quite useful actually for that. So
Yeah. Well, we need to we'll check with Anton to make sure that we're keeping the courtesy node. The enterprise wallet will work as long as the courtesy node's up. And that's not a courtesy node. The open node's up. So anyway, okay. All right. So Ethan. So I did do a review of of the tool for looking at major blocks. Come on, I can actually use my mouse. It is within my ability. And so there's a few things in here uh, about some usability as well as some things that were odd and not working. We can go over that later. Okay.
Okay.
There yeah, I'll just leave it at that because otherwise it's just a lot of minutia.
If you have time after the stand-up, why don't we talk about that and keys and some other stuff?
Yep, let's do that right after the stand-up. Disaster recovery, and otherwise I suspect you've just been busy with signatures and such.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I think that one I just need to make sure I just need to check CI, make sure
okay,
it's passing.
all right. So let's go back to Jonathan.
Hello.
Hey.
Ethan, I actually wrote the unit test. So if you can take a quick look at it, it would be great. I
All right.
think it is passing. The staking command seems to work fine. I just checked if there are no errors thrown. Is there anything else that we need to verify, like by running staking service or something like that?
No, I think I would. I'll take a look at the test. I might ask you to do a manual test, like on the test net or something.
Okay.
But I'll take a look at it.
Okay. And also, Dennis, if you can take a quick look at the label renaming task AC3266. I think it is almost complete, but if there are any changes to made, please suggest me.
Okay.
Okay, for me, oops, let's get rid of that. For me, I've been working on signatures and so forth, so not too much progress on these things. I did do the review of the thing with Ethan, and so that's basically all I've done. And Ethan and you and I'll talk after this about all of our other stuff. So, what else do we have for the group and whatnot? I think there's uh, Quentin. You want to give the state of token distribution and stuff?
Oh, looks like I popped in just in time. I just
Yeah.
running late. Yeah. So there's two tracks here. There's the personal ADI transfers and there's the token distributions. Anyone who passed me their public key, you have been officially given access, except for you, Sander. I just need you to double verify your public key, and that's just to make sure that no one's impersonating you. So after that, the people who did not supply me their public key, we're just waiting for the mobile app to be finished.
The mobile app got distributed this morning.
The mobile
according
app.
according to Jason on Discord.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I sent him. I was up till 2 a.m. last night, giving him notes. I didn't realize he was able to implement those so quickly. I think.
Well, I don't know that he did. that's
Yeah,
beyond me.
my feeling is that he didn't. So I need to look at this new version and see.
Where it
If,
is.
yeah, I mean, there's only a couple critical changes. Everything else are things that can be done while the app is released, because we do want to get the app out ASAP. So as long as things aren't completely broken, that's acceptable.
It doesn't look like to me in the at least I couldn't find it any way of importing an existing ADI into the wallet. Looks like you can buy one, but it doesn't
There
look like.
there is not the ability to import an ADI is not trivial. It's something that Jason does have an idea of how to implement, but it's going to take a few more weeks for him to actually implement that.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, and it really does affect dynamic mining, for example, but we've been
Right.
working with them closely for the last few weeks to come up with alternative solutions. However, you can still create a key on the mobile wallet and have someone add it into your ADI. You won't be able to see that ADI on your mobile wallet, but you will have control. And then once that feature is released, you'll be able to import it into your mobile wallet, which also requires an export feature on the CLI. Going back to the token distributions, so the next steps once the mobile wallet is ready, which it sounds like we're just about there, then we reach out to each of we're just starting with employees. We're going to do investors in the next round, but each of the employees who were not able to create their keys can now do so with the public key. I mean, with the mobile wallet, and then send it to you, Paul.
Okay.
So yeah, long story short, keep an ear out. If the mobile wallet is ready to go, I'll put out an announcement saying that you can use it now to generate your keys. And we'll start creating a guide as quickly as possible to do that.
So, and then another big thing is that Bittrex began trading ACME, the wrapped ACME, yesterday, and for most of the day we were running around 21 cents. This morning we're running around 15 cents. Yesterday we had about $30,000 worth of volume in 24 hours. This morning it's 36,000. So the volume is going up a bit. So it begins. This is a very, very soft launch. There's not a lot of people that know what's going on, and also nobody in the US can access Bittrex Global. You have to use a VPN to set your IP in Europe someplace or something like that in order to see the market. Can't even see the market from the US.
But once QTrade is live, that is an American option.
That's right. Well, and as soon as we push the liquidity into Uniswap and whatnot, there will be other options, some DEXs, distributed exchange options. But all that is in play, and we're all working all those avenues in terms of providing technical support. We're we're very cautious from a regulatory point of view, but relative to some of the actions in the Factum days, we're being very aggressive. So, does anybody have any other questions that they'd like to raise, or any observations you want to make? There are a few people in here. At least one. I don't know who Lugman Wright is.
He's from DLT.
Oh, DLT. Okay. So, anybody else have any observations, questions?
Just a quick note on QTrade. It is live. I mean, the page is live, ACME to BTC, so you can go on Qtrade and look at that.
But
trade.
they didn't have any trades the last time I looked. I didn't look this morning.
No, yeah, it's all zeros, but
Right.
it implies that at least as more liquidity pours in, you will start to see trading at any point.
Yeah, I mean that they definitely are gearing up, and they've got their infrastructure started. And of course, that pair is kind of unusual in some sense, in that it's a Acme Bitcoin pairing that it can be awkward pairing a 15 cent to 20 cent asset against a $16,000 asset or whatever we are today after the crashes. I didn't look at that either this morning that we had yesterday.
Oh, speaking of the crash, I was gonna write this message up in team chat, but just an idea to throw out there. I think this is actually huge. This is more of a biz dev thing, but this is a huge opportunity for us to approach exchanges and talk about potential joint custody models where their clients can have a key in an account as well as the exchange to sort of prevent those clients' accounts getting wrapped up in bankruptcy proceedings, like is happening to all the FTX customers right now. So I think there's a huge opportunity for us that we should definitely take advantage of.
Yeah, well, Accumulate provides a lot of really, really interesting custody models. And once the wallet is fully flushed out, it's going to make it incredibly intuitive and easy. So
Absolutely. And now customers are, the ones that didn't already are going to finally start thinking about better options and wholeheartedly trusting third parties with all of their money.
Yep. Okay. If there is nothing else, last chance.
I have some issues, but I will write it on Discord. It's easier.
Say that again, Sundar.
I have some issues proposing transactions that they randomly fail, but I will write down my findings on Discord. It's easier to write it than
Okay.
say it out loud in the car.
Sundar, how did you not end up in the sprint? Or maybe that's an Ethan question.
He's probably on the ledger board.
Oh, yeah. He's on the ledger board. I'm on the wrong board. Okay. Did you? Is there any reason to go over? Yeah, you can come in here. Any reason to you want to give your feedback on where you are? I don't have you up on the screen. But...
No, I'm trying to debug. I set up a follower today, a follower node to mainnet. Trying to debug why transactions are being randomly blocked, and then get an error, and then when I submit it again, it works. The same transaction, but I didn't find it out yet. But I will write my findings in the Discord. It's easier.
Okay, that's great. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, then we'll call it a day. Thanks for everybody coming here, and great effort, and really kind of exciting to actually get this little ship launched, no matter how creaky it might feel getting everything put together. Okay. Thank you all.